How to Become Successful is a heart-touching story that hides a deep lesson in simple words. This story begins with a conversation between an innocent boy and his wise grandfather. A question that is perhaps the biggest question in everyone's life. What is the secret of success? Grandfather does not give a direct answer. Instead, he teaches his grandson through a unique example, a lesson that cannot be found in books. This story shows that sometimes answers are not found in words, but in experiences. A garden, two plants, and a silent lesson that has the power to change a life. So let's move toward the story. Once, during the summer holidays, a boy named Jack went to his grandfather's house. He loved spending time with him, playing, talking, and especially listening to his interesting stories. There was something peaceful about Grandpa's words, as if every word carried the wisdom of centuries. One day, they were sitting in the garden. A gentle breeze was blowing, birds were singing. Then Jack softly asked, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to become a successful person. Can you tell me how I can become successful?" Grandpa smiled at him and said, "My dear, I will surely tell you, but first come with me. I want to show you something." He took Jack along to a nursery, where colorful plants, the fragrance of flowers, and soft sunlight made the place magical. Grandpa bought two small plants from there. After returning home, he planted one inside the house in a pot and the other outside in the yard. Then he said, "My boy, tell me, which of these two plants do you think will grow better?" Jack thought for a while and replied, "Grandpa, of course the one inside the house will grow better. It's safe, no sun, no rain, no danger from animals. The one outside might even die." Grandpa smiled and said, "Really? All right, then let's allow time to decide." Time passed. 4 years went by. Jack had grown up and came again to meet his grandfather. He still had the same question in his heart. The secret of success. "Grandpa," he said happily, "do you remember? I once asked you how to become successful. You didn't tell me the answer then. Will you tell me now?" Grandpa smiled gently and said, "Of course, my dear. But first, let's see those plants that we planted 4 years ago." First, they went to the plant inside the house. It had become a small tree, but its branches were touching the ceiling and it had stopped growing any further. Then they went outside. Jack's eyes opened wide in surprise. The other plant had become a big, strong tree. Its branches had spread wide, its roots had gone deep into the earth, and people walking by would rest under its shade. Grandpa smiled and asked, "My boy, now tell me, which plant became more successful?" Jack said, "The one outside." "But Grandpa, how did it become such a big tree despite facing so many problems?" Grandpa gently put his hand on Jack's shoulder and said, "My dear, the plant outside went through a lot. Harsh sunlight, cold winds, heavy rain, but it never gave up. With every challenge, its roots grew deeper, its strength increased. That is why today it has become a great tree. But the one inside the house, it was safe, yes, but it never really grew because it never faced the hardships of life. Its roots never got the chance to become strong." Grandpa looked into Jack's eyes and said, "My boy, this is the secret of success. If you want to succeed in life, don't choose the easy path. Don't be afraid of difficulties, because they are the ones that make you strong. The storms of life are not your enemies. They are your greatest teachers. The more heat, the more struggle, the stronger your roots become. Success doesn't come to those who seek comfort. It comes to those who move forward with hard work, patience, and determination. When you start seeing challenges as opportunities to grow, no power in the world can stop you. Because the tree that knows how to fight the storms, no wind can ever bring it down. Jack listened silently to his grandfather's words. There was a new light in his eyes, a light of courage, belief, and success. He finally understood that success doesn't come to those who look for comfort, but to those who fight through life's storms and make their roots strong. When you stop running from problems and start facing them, you don't just become successful, you become an example. The real lesson of this story is that life's challenges make us strong and successful. A person who grows up in comfort remains weak, but the one who faces storms stands tall like a strong tree. Progress never comes from an easy road. It comes when we step out of our comfort zone and move forward with hard work, courage, and consistency. Obstacles are not our enemies. They awaken the hidden power inside us. Always remember one thing: the person who doesn't bow before circumstances but keeps moving forward is the one who finally reaches his destination. That was today's story. Now, tell me, what did you learn from this story? Write your answer in the comments. I'll be waiting to read your thoughts. And yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Tales by Manish. Thank you for being a part of this journey.